Previously on Ace Attorney. On what do you base your theory that Mr. Sprocket made his way along the outside? My theory that he was able to go along the outside wall despite the danger is based on the power of love. It is a mysterious thing. Makes a young man weep, make another man sing. Change your heart into a little white dove. It's more than a feeling. It's the power of love. To save the bride he loves, the groom risked his life and rushed to her side. Mr. Sprocket was able to make it to the Vista deck despite the danger because of the power of love. Hello, YouTube. I'm Unca Crunk. Welcome back to Ace Attorney. And, we're about to call Pierce Nickety to the stand. And it's still September 23rd, defendant lobby number 3. Now we have to face Pierce on the stand. Not sure if I should be surprised or not. One thing's for sure, he won't be an easy adversary. So, do you think Pierce did it? It's too early to say anything at this point, but yes. I do think he's still hiding something. Nick! Why didn't you pin everything on Soren and Loser back there? Looks like Larry still hasn't given up on Ellen. If this Pierce guy is a real bad guy, then Soren and my Ellie will live happily ever after together. Larry, that's not the kind of thing a decent human being says. Shame on you, Larry. Oh, boo-hoo! You think I don't know? I know I have to give up on my Ellie. But Nick, promise you'll make her happy. She deserves a happily ever after. Oh, I'm sure Soren will make her happy once all of this is said and done. The trial's about to resume, Mr. Wright. All right, you ready, Maya? Yep, let's go. I'll be rooting for you, Nick. September 23rd. District Court, courtroom number 6, was it? Yeah. This court is now back in session. Witness, please take the stand. Doctor, if my theory is correct, Pierce Nickety. Please state your name and occupation. My name is Pierce Nickety. I am the Sprocket family butler. Well, let's get straight to the point, Mr. Nickety. Someone tore out a page from Mr. Sprocket's notebook to manipulate his memories. And that person was you, wasn't it? That is correct. What about it? Oh, that was easy. So why did you do it? Why did you tamper with Mr. Sprocket's notebook? Please allow me to explain. It pains me to do this, but I will tell you the truth. It pains you? That is correct. For my testimony will go against Master Soren's wishes. Soren's wishes? What is he talking about? I still want a handwriting analysis of that impression we picked up off that page, blankish page. Witness testimony. Why, I tore out the page. I rushed to the Vista deck, but the crime had already been committed. I saw Miss Ellen and Bloomsbury collapse, and Master Soren was writing in his notebook. Master Soren said to me, I'll take the blame for the murder, so please take care of Ellen. But I went against his order. I tore the page out of his notebook and hid the body. Really? Wait a second. What Mr. Sprocket was writing in his notebook at the time? Could it be? is meant to be a confession, an admission he'd killed Gloomsbury himself. He wrote that message to take the blame from Ms. Wyatt?
That is correct. Master Soren did hit Gloomsbury with the timekeeper to save Miss Ellen.
Then Mr. Sprocket was the culprit after all.
However, that blow did not kill Gloomsbury. That makes sense. Mr. Sprocket's injury wouldn't allow him to put much force into it. Enraged, Gloomsbury tried to attack Master Soren, who was already seriously wounded. But just in the nick of time, Ms. Ellen hit Gloomsbury from behind and finished him off, it would seem. So the one who inflicted the fatal blow was the defendant? Yes, that is correct. But Master Soren tried to take all of the blame onto himself.
No way!
This is pretty bad, Nick.
No kidding. Pretty bad is an understatement.
Well, Mr. Wright. It seems your decision to call for Mr. Nickety has backfired.
For the true culprit behind this case remains the defendant, Ellen Wyatt. Could this get any worse?
Probably.
But Pierce was involved in the cover-up plot, and I bet he still has something to hide.
Cross-examination, start! I rushed to the Vista deck, but the crime had already been committed.
Hold it!
Wait a minute. I thought you went to the Vista deck with Mr. Sprocket.
Actually, that is not true.
What? What do you mean?
I found this out afterward, but Master Soren went to the Vista deck alone. He went out the escape hatch in the reception hall and went along the outside wall.
What? You can't be serious. You mean Mr. Wright's addle-pated guess was actually correct? What's with the addle-pated?
Nick, what does addle-pated mean?
I have no idea. Look it up. I suppose truth really is stranger than fiction. So, Mr. Nickety, when you got to the scene, you saw Mr. Gloomsbury, Ms. Wyatt, and Mr. Sprocket. Is that right?
That is exactly right. I saw Ms. Ellen and Gloomsbury collapsed, and Master Soren writing in his notebook.
Hold it!
So when you and your group arrived at the Vista deck,
The murder had already been committed? That is correct. Bloomsbury had already been struck. Miss Ellen had lost consciousness, probably from the shock of the incident.
And how did Mr. Sprocket appear?
He was bleeding from the stab wound he'd received from Gloomsbury. Barely conscious, he was writing something in his notebook.
So the mysterious third person Ellen saw really was Soren then.
Master Soren said to me, "I'll take the blame for the murder, so please take care of Ellen."
Hold it!
So Mr. Sprocket wrote a note of confession in order to take the blame from Ms. Wyatt.
Yes. That notebook is the only form of memory Master Soren has. So you understand what his action meant, I trust?
What did it mean, Nick?
To Soren, everything in that notebook is true. So Soren tried to take the blame by altering his own memory to make himself think he did it.
No.
Master Soren truly loves Miss Ellen. It must have been love that made him do that. But I went against his order. I tore the page out of his notebook and hid the body.
Hold it!
Mr. Nickety, could you please tell this court about that in more detail?
That, you say? Which part do you mean, Mr. Wright? Could you be more specific?
Oh, all right.
What part do I want to know more about?
Hiding the body?
But we've already kind of been over that, haven't we?
I mean, tearing out the page seems pretty obvious, though, so let's go with hiding the body. Please tell me more about the hiding of the body.
Very well. After saying he would take the blame, Master Soren passed out. That's when I hid the body. I quickly took the lift down to the hold, where I hid Gloomsbury's still warm body in the spare peggable lantern.
So it was you who hid the body, not the defendant.
To think Mr. Butts would move the lantern containing the body to the reception hall. Well, I did not see that coming.
I don't blame you. Not even Larry can predict what Larry will do next. Maybe I should take another look at the lantern and evidence. Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to the witness's testimony? Yes, please.
Oh,
Very well. Please add that statement to your testimony, Mr. Nickety.
in the hold, I hid the still warm body in the spare peggable lantern.
So he's talking about the cover-up after the incident, huh?
Right. That's information only somebody who is actually involved could know.
So it might be a really important piece of testimony.
I think so, too. I really have to tread carefully here.
All right, so I think I need to present the thingy with the blood on the handle. I really wish I had just that on the thing. Oh, wait. Okay, this.
Objection!
Could it be? Is that what happened? What I'm thinking is true. And maybe I can prove neither Ellen nor Soren did the deed. Mr. Nickety, you said the body was still warm when you hit it, correct? So then, what if Mr. Gloomsbury was still alive when you went to put his body inside the lantern?
What?
What?
That's preposterous.
Actually, this shows that the victim might have still been alive while inside the lantern. I'm afraid you'll have to point out which part you're talking about, Mr. Wright. This part here shows that the victim might have still been alive inside the lantern.
Take that!
As you can see, the back end of the lantern is a door. And there's blood here on the wheel handle.
Objection!
That blood stain must have gotten there when the witness put the body inside the lantern. It in no way shows that the victim drew his last breath while he was within the lantern.
I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth, for you see, in putting this lantern back together, the police inadvertently placed the inside handle on the outside and vice versa. In other words, the wheel handles got swapped. Oh my! So they got swapped! Yes, they got swapped!
What? But that's ridiculous.
Not at all, if you compare the other male peggable lantern in the reception hall. It's quite obvious the wheel handles were attached backwards.
The detective in charge of the restoration will see me in my office later.
Sorry, Emma. Good luck. In that case, what does the bloodstain on the wheel handle mean?
The bloodstain didn't get there by chance. When the victim was put inside the lantern, he was only unconscious, not dead. When he regained consciousness, he probably tried to get out of the lantern. So he grasped the inner wheel handle, and that's when the blood got on it. This proves that the victim was still alive when he was inside the lantern. At the time, I was completely convinced Mr. Gloomsbury was dead. Had I checked more carefully, he might have survived. Unfortunate to be sure, but not significant enough to change this trial's outcome. Again, I disagree, Mr. Edgeworth. It actually has a very significant impact on this case. The victim was struck by the defendant, then died from his injuries sometime later. There's nothing more to it.
Objection!
That's where you're wrong. So let's take another look at Mr. Gloomsbury's autopsy report, shall we? Please focus on the description of his injuries. It says one contusion was found on the back of the head and one on the side. Yes, the one Mr. Sprocket gave him and the one Ms. Wyatt delivered to finish him off. No, the defense would like to submit a different interpretation. A different interpretation! The victim was knocked unconscious by the first blow and was then put into the lantern.
Then what about the lethal blow by the defendant that the witness talked about?
Lies, lies, more damn lies. It didn't happen. After some time, when the victim regained consciousness and tried to get out of the lantern, that's when he received the second blow that finished him off.
Taking into account the fact that the victim was alive
For a period after the first hit,
and that he did receive a second blow to the head, it does seem entirely possible.
yes, as long as the first blow didn't kill the victim instantly, then there's a possibility that someone other than Mr. Sprocket or Ms. Wyatt delivered the fatal blow.
Objection!
That's all you've got. Even if there was a time lag between the two blows, the prosecution's position doesn't change.
What?
What do you mean? It's elementary, Mr. Wright. After the reception, when the defendant was cleaning up the reception hall, the victim, who was supposed to be dead, suddenly came out of the lantern. The defendant grabbed the murder weapon, which was right there, and finished him off.
Damn it, Edgeworth, why do you have to be so good at this?
That theory sounds awfully familiar.
Of course it does, Your Honor, because it's exactly what I proposed at the very start. The second blow was inflicted by the defendant after all.
I see. Seems a tangle of mysteries has unraveled into a single thread.
Objection!
But as long as there's a possibility that the fatal blow was delivered by a third person, then we must continue the deliberations. Give it up, Mr. Wright. Unless you have something to prove the presence of your precious third person. Well, he's on the stand right now. Okay, Nick, just relax. You can do this. Come on now, take some deep breaths. Good idea, deep breaths. Deep breaths. No, that's hyperventilating. Slow deep breaths. Oh, right. There. Don't you feel better already? Maya's right. I should calm down, get my focus back, and go over everything again. And then hopefully I'll be able to find something to prove there was a third person. Let's see. First, why did Gloomsbury attack Ellen? Because he was tired of taking the blame for the accident? Something about that line of reasoning just doesn't feel quite right to me. No? How come? Well, if it's just a personal vendetta, He'd already stabbed Soren. So why then was he so determined to go after Ellen? You're right. This whole thing feels too premeditated for a crime of passion. But Bloomsbury didn't seem to have a personal grudge against Ellen. If Bloomsbury didn't have a personal reason to attack Ellen, then... You've taken long enough, Mr. Wright. Now it's time for some action. What proof do you have that a third person was involved?
All right, I'll show you.
Not completely sure of what I'm doing yet, but it looks like I'm out of time.
This piece of evidence proves the involvement of a third person.
Well... Well... Once again, I would love handwriting analysis of all this stuff. I only have 3 of these, 3 points, 3 hit points left.
Take that!
Oh, crap. Oh, wait, what? I get it now. Now I see why this note bothered me so much when I first saw it. It looks like a note outlining the murder plot. That note was apparently written by the victim. But why would he feel the need to write instructions to himself like this? Yeah. Your Honor, please take a look at this note.
This is the victim's murder plan, right?
It's definitely a murder plan, but what if Mr. Bloomsbury didn't write this note himself?
What?
This is how you intend to conjure up your mysterious third party, Mr. Wright? Can you even prove that the note wasn't written by the victim? Yes. Yes, I can. I can?
Very well then, please present your evidence, Mr. Wright.
Oh, God. Let's see. All right, left hand. Oh, right-handed person. Duh. All right,
Take that!
This. Oh, crap. This is the proof you've been dying to see. It doesn't look like anything of the sort to me.
I have to agree.
Oh, come on!
Just close your eyes and concentrate, Your Honor. Is something coming to you? No, nothing at all.
Nothing, huh?
Mr. Wright, close your eyes and concentrate. Do you see something coming to you?
Come on, that proves he's left-handed!
Ah, I should have seen that coming. Looks like I'd better try again.
Yeah. Okay, how about the candelabra? Okay, left hand, there we go.
Take that!
This is the weapon Mr. Bloomsbury used to stab Mr. Sprocket. I was wondering what you'd pull out this time. Dare I ask what that could possibly have to do with the note? Mr. Bloomsbury's prints were found on this candelabra, and the prints were from his left hand.
So that makes the victim left-handed, correct?
Exactly, Your Honor. The police looked into it too and confirmed as much. Now take a look at the smudged writing in this note. Notice how the smudging only starts from the middle of each preceding line. Had this been written by a lefty, the writing would be smudged from the far left end. This means that whoever wrote this note was definitely right-handed. In other words, somebody other than the victim wrote this note.
What? But if someone other than Mr. Bloomsbury wrote it, then what does this note mean? Mr. Gloomsbury followed this note to the letter when he attacked Ms. Wyatt. So clearly, this note isn't a murder plan written by Mr. Gloomsbury, but rather, these are instructions to kill Ms. Wyatt issued by somebody else.
Objection!
If it wasn't the victim who wrote these so-called instructions, then who wrote it? Most of the people involved are right-handed, you know. He is correct. The majority of the family and their employees who were on the airship are indeed right-handed. I must say that is a very rough and slipshod conjecture you've proposed.
Ah! I admit I haven't figured out who wrote it just yet.
Leave it to Mr. Edgeworth to go for the jugular.
This culprit who ordered Gloomsbury to attack Ellen. What could their motive have been?
It doesn't seem very likely Ellen did anything to incur anybody's wrath, right?
Right. Not too likely, anyway. In that case, it has to be about Soren.
If somebody were to hold a grudge against Soren, what would it be about?
The loss of a fiance. So, Nickety kills Soren's fiance. That accident, I guess. I could understand it if Gloomsbury felt resentful about having to take the blame.
But the one who lost the most that accident was Soren's sister. She lost her life after all. Soren suffered too, of course. He was crushed by losing somebody so precious to him.
Somebody precious, huh? Soren's sister. Wait, there's one more person. There's someone else who must hold a grudge against Soren.
Did you figure something out?
I think so. I think that somebody else used Gloomsbury to try to get revenge against Soren. Did you say somebody tried to get revenge against Mr. Sprocket, Mr. Wright? The person who manipulated and used Mr. Gloomsbury was Selena's fiance. The person who used Mr. Gloomsbury to try to get revenge on Mr. Sprocket and then finished Mr. Gloomsbury off to silence him was a man dear to Mr. Sprocket's older sister, Selena Sprocket's fiance. Not that I'm positive, but it's certainly possible. This fiance could have made Gloomsbury attack Ellen to get his revenge on Soren. What? Her fiance? Order in the court! Order, I say! As it does seem quite believable that Miss Selena Sprocket's fiance would bear a grudge against Mr. Sprocket for his role in the accident. Exactly, Your Honor. Maybe her fiance was trying to murder Ms. Wyatt in order to make Mr. Sprocket's experience the same pain he'd felt.
Objection!
Ms. Sprocket's fiance was a surgeon, if memory serves. But the only people who attended the reception were family and staff members.
That may be, but then that just means that Ms. Sprocket's fiance must have been among those who attended.
What? Really?
Of course. Otherwise, how could he have killed Gloomsbury?
Oh, I see what you're doing. This is just another giant bluff, isn't it?
All right, I'll bite. Who exactly do you claim this fiancé to be? Yes, I would like to know as well.
Are you sure you're going to be okay, Nick?
Maybe. When it comes to suspicious people, there's only one person on my list. I need to find something that connects him to Selena. This will help us identify Ms. Sprocket's fiancé.
Baby? Hang on.
Oh my God! How have I never noticed that watch before? Ah! I'm an idiot.
Take that!
Please take a look at this photo, Your Honor.
That photo. Notice Miss Sprocket's pocket watch? Haven't we seen it somewhere before?
Yes, now that you mention it, I do feel as if I've seen it somewhere before.
I believe we've all seen it, right here in this very courtroom. So I picked up on the color of his coat, but not the damn pocket watch that's been in the photo since like the I don't know, the first day of investigating?
Impossible.
That's right, the pocket watch in this photo. It's the same pocket watch Mr. Nickety has on him right now.
What?
This is clear proof of a strong connection between Pierce Nickety and Selena Sprocket. No.
Well, Mr. Nickety, is this true?
Mr. Nickety, you were once engaged to Selena Sprocket. That pocket watch, you keep it as a memento of her, don't you? Mr. Nickety, you plan to rob Mr. Sprocket of his loved one to make him feel the same pain as you, isn't that right? But Mr. Sprocket managed to fight back and knocked Mr. Gloomsbury unconscious. You thought Mr. Gloomsbury was dead and he hid his body in the lantern. But then you noticed Mr. Gloomsbury regain consciousness. And so you finished him off to prevent your plan from being exposed. This is the defense's take on what really happened in this murder case.
Mr. Wright, does this mean you wish to officially accuse this witness of the murder of dumbass Gloomsbury?
Does the defense accuse Mr. Nickety of the murder? Of course we don't.
The defense indicts Pierce Nickety, if that is your real name, on the charge of murdering dumbass Gloomsbury. Oh my! Mr. Nickety, would you care to respond?
Man, this lawyer just yaps on and on and on. As you guessed, this watch is a memento of Selena. It stopped working at the time of the accident, though.
Then you really are.
Yes, I was Selena's fiancé, and not just her fiancé, but the surgeon beside her deathbed.
Objection!
Mr. Nickety, why didn't you tell me of this before? Shut it, you useless prosecutor. I thought you could be of use, but apparently this case was too much for you. What did you say? If your office hadn't stuck its nose all up in this, I could have swept it under the rug. Not only did you interfere with the case, but you even let me fall under suspicion. That's because you kept trying to cover things up on the sly.
But covering things up wasn't your only involvement. The only person who had a motive to use the victim to try and kill Ms. Wyatt was you.
What? Oh, that's why his handkerchief is so long. It's not a handkerchief, it's a knife. I mean, mask. Malignant tumors. There are malignant tumors in this courtroom, lesions oozing with false charges. Now, where did he get that? The tumors are one idiotic lawyer and one useless prosecutor. After the truth is revealed, I'll have both of you incised from the legal world. I'd like to see you try. With the power of the Sprocket family, it'd be a cinch. I will now begin the operation.
What in the world happened to Mr. Nickety?
Now it looks like he's finally showing his true colors. And that's Dr. Nickety.
Nick, look what he did to the shoulder mech.
Quit your yapping before I suture your chatty lips shut.
It's like he's a completely different person.
Sure looks like it, huh? We can't let our guards down now. Mr. Nickety, it's finally time for you to testify to the truth. It seems we're entering the final act at last. Witness, your testimony, please.
Witness testimony.
Right to remain silent.
Oh, crap.
Oh.
I guess he actually intends to remain silent.
Mr. Nickety, why didn't you say anything?
Is that a camera?
Ah! He just took a picture of me, or something.
You want me to voluntarily testify, hoping I will make a slip of the tongue. Not a very impressive plan, or brain, I might add.
Ow! That was uncalled for.
If you want to know something, you ask the question. I will answer, but I have no intention of making any voluntary statements of my own.
Yeah.
What's he trying to do, Nick?
He's using the silent treatment as his strategy to avoid getting tripped up. Clever guy.
No more lies, Mr. Nickety. You will tell us nothing but the truth from now on.
Ah!
What do you think you're doing? No one asked you to speak. Just keep quiet over there and play with your frills.
How dare you! Well, this is a rather unconventional situation, but please proceed, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
Cross-examination! Start.
Hold it!
If he won't speak voluntarily, then I guess I'll have to ask him something. What question should I ask?
Well, there are 3 little ellipses, and there are 3 questions. Can I just ask all of them?
Isn't it true that when Mr. Gloomsbury regained consciousness inside the lantern, you murdered him in order to silence him?
He was an excellent employee and very loyal to me. Bloomsbury was my right-hand man. I'd suffer the most from losing him. You really think I'd kill a guy like that?
That would make sense only if you were innocent. But since your goal was revenge, you don't really have to care about something like that.
But I am innocent, I tell you. Don't try to force your conjectures onto me.
I guess without decisive evidence, I can't pursue this line of questioning any further. Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to the witness's testimony?
No.
No, thank you, Your Honor. I'd better tread cautiously here.
Hold it!
All right, so this time we will ask him about his grudge against Soren. You've been nursing a grudge against Mr. Sprocket over the loss of your fiancée. Isn't that right? I'd be lying if I said I felt no resentment whatsoever. But Master Soren didn't cause that accident on purpose. Master Soren himself has suffered greatly. But you quit being a surgeon and found a way to get even closer to Mr. Sprocket. Wasn't that so you could carry out your revenge on him? Don't insult me. Supporting Master Soren and Sprocket Aviation with my life's work is my penance for not being able to save Selena. This is how I honor her.
I feel your devotion as both a fiancé and a surgeon. Your statement breaks my heart.
I've never thought of exacting revenge on Master Soren.
Never thought of it, huh? I guess I should probably take that with a pound of salt. Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to the witness's testimony?
Nah, I'm good.
I guess not, Your Honor. But on second thought, I have to get some kind of testimony out of him, don't I?
Hold it!
He won't speak voluntarily, blah, blah, blah. Ask him what he was doing. On the day of the incident, you were constantly surrounded by your subordinates. Is that right?
Absolutely. I was in someone's line of sight at all times. After all, I was busy taking care of every detail of the event. Mr. Edgeworth, I believe your investigation backs up my claim. I got statements that said groups of his subordinates worked with him in rotation. So he was always with someone. As the prosecutor just said, I couldn't even get close to the lantern containing Bloomsbury by myself, let alone kill him.
Pierce didn't have a chance to get close to the victim alone, huh? Mr. Wright, would you like that statement added to the witness's testimony?
Absolutely, because it's not true.
Well, not exactly, anyway. Yes, Your Honor, I'd like to have that statement added to his testimony. Very well.
I was always in the company of others. I didn't have an opportunity to murder Bloomsbury.
Let's press first. So you were always in someone's line of sight?
I was surrounded by family members and staff as we prepared for the reception. During the reception, I was stationed behind the sweetheart table to attend to the couple. When could I have possibly committed the murder?
Oh my God, he was actually looking at the lantern even. I'm not buying it. If Pierce is the true killer, then there must have been some time when he was out of everyone's sight.
What do you think, Nick? Is there a chance for us here?
The fog. Well, as long as we have some kind of testimony from him, there has to be. I'll just have to compare his testimony against the evidence and find an inconsistency, right? Exactly. This is it. I have to do this right.
Okie dokie.
They even showed me the photo I need to use. This one.
Objection!
Mr. Tnickety testifies that he was always with someone at the time of the incident and never had a moment alone to commit the crime. Yes, and the police investigation backs that statement up, doesn't it? But there was an opportunity, in fact, one and only one. A moment when Mr. Nickety could have killed Mr. Gloomsbury without anyone noticing.
What?
And the one thing that made that moment possible is shown here in this photograph.
With all those people watching, I couldn't have possibly committed murder. Do not believe him, Your Honor. This lawyer is a malignant tumor. He wants to infect this judicial body with his act. Mr. Nickety, I would ask that you keep quiet this time. We need to evaluate the defense's claim, and your yammering only serves to throw further suspicion your way. Ah. Mr. Wright, let's see this one thing you mentioned. But be warned, this had better not be one of your offhanded claims.
Who do you think you're talking to, Mr. Edgeworth?
Very well, Mr. Wright. Please point out for us the one thing that made the moment of the murder possible.
That one moment when it was possible for Mr. Nickety to kill Mr. Gloomsbury. The one thing that made that single moment possible is this. Let's make sure it's nothing but fog.
Take that!
The one thing that made the moment of the murder possible is this thick mood fog that engulfed the entire reception hall. It is under the cover of this fog that Mr. Nickety murdered the victim.
What?
Mr. Nickety was standing right next to the lantern that Mr. Gloomsbury was in. This was the only moment the murder could have been committed without being seen.
Objection!
I can accept that there was a moment when the witness was obscured from the others by fog. But that doesn't prove Mr. Nickety killed the victim at that very moment. If you can't prove the crime was committed during the reception, the trial ends here.
I was so caught up in finding a foothold, I forgot to think that far ahead.
Well done, Mr. Edgeworth. It's time to call this trial's time of death. Well, Mr. Wright, can you prove the murder happened during the reception?
Don't even bother. His claim is dead on arrival. Victory is within your grasp, prosecutor.
Quiet, witness!
I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth.
Yay, character growth for Edgeworth!
One that we can only arrive at through further deliberation.
Granted, he did get that character growth 9 years ago.
Edgeworth. Enough of this, Your Honor. This trial is over. No, Mr. Nickety, that is for me to decide. Mr. Wright, can you prove it? Can you prove that the murder was committed during the wedding reception? Why is there no verdict yet? The lawyer's obviously out of answers. The prosecutor, the judge, they're all infected. Their malignant stupidity is so advanced not even the best surgeons can save them. In fact, not even a brain transplant could cure them. This court is infected with idiocy. It's a pandemic.
Objection!
Mr. Nickety, that's enough already.
Finally ready to give up, are you?
No, just the opposite, actually. I'll prove the murder was committed during the reception by you. Ah!
You'll prove it?
Can you really, Mr. Wright?
Yes, I can, Your Honor. To be honest, I don't know exactly how I'll do it just yet. But if I want to get to the truth Edgeworth was talking about, I'll just have to find that way.
Very well, Mr. Wright. Let's have your proof. Enough of this foolishness. He's just bluffing. Stop him from speaking, Your Honor. I will do nothing of the sort. You are just a district court judge with the power of the Sprite family out. Enough of your foolishness, Mr. Nickety. This judicial body will not succumb to the influence of money or power.
Damn, Judge grew a backbone.
Ah! Now then, let's hear it, Mr. Wright. Let's hear your truth.
Think, Phoenix. Remember everything you've learned so far. You can do this. You can find the definitive evidence that will lead us to the truth.
Oh, here we go. Good, because I had no idea what I was going to present.
Think, Phoenix. How can I prove the murder took place during the wedding reception? If Pierce committed the murder during the reception, then he had to have used the murder weapon.
I mean, it was sitting right in front of him.
Yes, the weapon that was used to strike the victim twice. According to the autopsy report, the victim was hit by the same object both times. So without a doubt, Pierce used it to commit the murder. The weapon used to kill Mr. Gloomsbury was
The timekeeper.
If Pierce struck the victim during that one single moment, then he must have used the timekeeper. Come to think of it, wasn't it also used for something else during the reception? During the reception, the timekeeper was also used for
The first startup of love. You know, come to think of it, we haven't used the presented the key for anything yet, have we?
That's right. The timekeeper had been activated during the reception. If we activate the timekeeper again now and find any trace evidence of the murder, that would be conclusive proof that Gloomsbury was killed during the reception.
Okay.
A special ceremony took place during the reception in question. What kind of a special ceremony? It was called the first startup of love. Apparently, the couple activated the timekeeper for the first time during it. Does that mean the timekeeper here in evidence isn't activated at the moment? And what would happen if we were to activate it? Well, we see for ourselves. It would give us a chance to examine it. And while we're at it, we just might find some conclusive evidence. Well, what? No! You can't activate it! Mr. Nickety, keep quiet or I'll have you thrown out of court. By the way, Mr. Wright, this is supposed to be a time machine, right? We aren't going to travel back in time to the Stone Age or anything, are we?
I don't think we have to worry too much about that, Your Honor.
I'm still a little nervous nonetheless, but the truth must be known. Very well. Go ahead and start up the timekeeper.
Do you know how, Nick?
I think so. Maybe.
The bride and groom each had a symbol of their love, and when they put them together, oh, how romantic it was.
Let's see. I think the symbol of the groom's love must be the timekeeper itself. What symbol of the bride's love would fit together with the timekeeper? Oh, I know. That has to be it. Mr. Wright, are you ready to activate the time machine now?
It's not a time machine.
Yes, Your Honor. The symbol of the bride's love that is necessary for activating the timekeeper is...
The key of love.
Take that!
Once we set this in place, we can activate the timekeeper. Set it in place where? Doesn't look like it fits anywhere. You don't think so?
Oh, wait, no. The pendant she was wearing.
Not even if we kind of jammed it in? Mr. Wright, you know what's coming, don't you?
A penalty, Your Honor.
I'm glad you understand. That will save us some time.
Yeah. All right. It's the pendant she was wearing. So I thought I was finally going to use the damn key.
Take that!
Miss Wyatt's pendant is the symbol of the bride's love that's necessary for activating the timekeeper. What? Then does that mean you can start it up with Miss Wyatt's pendant? I believe so, Your Honor. Very well. Please try now, Mr. Wright. Okay, here I go. But first I have to figure out where the pennant goes.
And hang on. How do I rotate? Oh, it's all kittywampus. I think it goes around here. Oh, there it is.
This hole looks like a good spot. I'll try sitting the pendant in there. It fits! This must be the right spot. Now I have to find a place to insert the key.
Oh, now we use the key.
Ah.
Oh my God. Where's the key go? Can I look at the key? Oh my God. I don't see anything keyhole shaped. Yeah. Oh, I can look at the chord record. It's triangle. Oh. That's a triangle.
There's a hole in the middle of the pendant. Could this be it? Oh. It worked. The timekeeper's been activated. All I have to do is find proof that the crime was committed during the reception.
I mean, well, duh. Right there.
I think I found it. Conclusive evidence that the murder was committed during the wedding reception. Just as I suspected, there's evidence of the murder inside the timekeeper, Mr. Nickety. The timekeeper was only activated and opened during the wedding reception, right? No! Stop! So that means this is conclusive proof that the crime was committed during the reception. Ah! After you killed the victim under the cover of fog, you closed the timekeeper to hide the bloodstain, didn't you?
Yay.
No, you're wrong. Ellen kills Bloomsbury. It wasn't me, I tell you. Objection! Give it up, Mr. Nickety. How could the defendant, who was in the middle of pledging her love, have possibly committed the murder with everyone watching her? The family, yes, all the family members conspired together to kill him.
Objection!
There's no way you can talk your way out of this, Mr. Nickety. During the reception, during that one dreamlike moment, only one person could have used the timekeeper to beat the victim to death. And that one person was you, Pierce Nickety.
No, this isn't over yet.
I won't give up.
No, I cut the artery. This stupid thing. We must stop the bleeding now. Give me a forceps. Forceps is in.
Hey, where's everyone? Fine. I'll manage this alone. I'll do it all by myself. I can fix anything, repair anything. So you have to get better. You have to live. I would have been able to save her. If only I hadn't listened to her. If only I'd treated her first. If only that sword hadn't been there. Ah! Selena, no.
Witness, are you finally ready to tell us the truth?
It's just as the lawyer deduced.
So it was all a revenge scheme against Soren Sprocket.
Do you have any idea how hard it is to lose someone you love right in front of you? Selena's condition was clearly more critical than Soren's, but in spite of that, she said, "Please help Soren."
Miss Sprocket's last words. So that's what she really meant by those words.
I was able to grant her wish, but at the price of her life.
So you got a job with Sprocket Aviation and waited for your chance to get revenge. You got close to Mr. Gloomsbury and hatched this plot. Is that right?
Bloomsbury already bore a grudge against Soren. So when I tempted him with an even better position, he immediately took the bait. He was your accomplice, someone who shared the same goal as you. Why was it necessary for you to kill him? I didn't expect Soren to strike Bloomsbury out on the Vesta deck. I certainly never imagined he'd make his way there along the outside wall.
Soren's love is the real deal after all.
My plan had been compromised, so for the time being I hid his body in the lantern and tried to think of my next move.
And then Mr. Gloomsbury came to during the second wedding reception.
As soon as I saw Gloomsbury, I instantly hit upon an idea. To pin the blame of Gloomsbury's murder on Ellen. You tried to break up the couple by making the bride out to be a murderer.
How despicable.
Soren was getting the company at a wedding. Both things that were supposed to be Selena's. He took every happiness from her. Who's the despicable one here? Huh. Do you think what you did would make her happy? I know it wouldn't. But I couldn't just stand by watching Soren enjoy his happiness. I was going to have Soren taste the same pain I had, then take over Sprocket Aviation. I would take back from him all of the happiness that was rightfully Selena's. Time stopped for me the day I lost her. Just like this pocket watch of hers. Pierce?
Miss Wyatt?
I believe Selena would have said, "Leave this ill will behind. Your time is yours to live." It's too late for me. Time will never advance for me ever again. What? It can't be. Oh. I see now, Selena. What I did was wrong.
I see no further need to continue this trial. Bailiff, please take Mr. Nickety away. That's doctor, are you judging this? Pierce Nickety, another inconsolable time traveler, who lived in time that stood still. Now then, I must render my verdict regarding the defendant. Oh, hello.
Your Honor. Before you give your ruling, would you please allow me a moment?
Very well.
Alan, there's something I need to say to you. Yes, Soren? I've put you through something truly horrible. This whole thing happened all because of me. I would understand if you wanted to call off our marriage. What? Of course not. I've never once thought that. If you stay with me, you'll only face even more train times in the future. What do you mean? The truth of this incident and the car accident before it. I'm going to tell the public everything. I expect the company's reputation will suffer, and I'll take a lot of criticism. But I feel I can only really start over once I get everything out in the open. Soren? After all that's happened, I might not have the right to ask you this, but, well, how should I say this? Maybe I'll just...
Oh, come on, really? Just ask her to marry you again, you doofus.
A life with me probably won't be very easy, but... Will you marry me?
Oh, I thought he was going to do that paper airplane thing again.
Yes, of course. Your Honor, thank you for this time. Please continue with your ruling.
Very well, but first I have one question. Do the two of you pledge your eternal love for each other to the goddess of justice, Themis?
I do, Your Honor. I do.
Does the prosecution or the defense have any objections?
Well done, Your Honor. No objections here.
The defense has no objections either, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Ellen Wyatt. Oh, that's not right. This court finds the defendant, Ellen Sprocket, not guilty.
Oh, right. All they had to do was turn in the paperwork. I forgot about that. Yay.
This court is adjourned.
Poor guy still has to keep his memory in a notebook, though. Although they did open up the possibility of it being psychosomatic rather than physical, so he might be able to recover.
Ellen, Soren, congratulations.
Mr. Wright, I can't thank you enough. If you hadn't exposed the truth, Soren and I wouldn't.
But now you can finally start your new life together, right?
Oh, thank you! Mr. Wright, we'll be holding our real wedding ceremony in the near future. Would you do us the honor of coming to it? I want you to witness our fresh start.
Of course, I wouldn't miss it for the world. And Ellen, this time, it'll finally be happily after, right?
Oh, yes.
The two of you have persevered and overcome this trial together. Now, no matter what obstacles come your way, I'm sure you'll be able to handle them. And there's another thing I'm sure of, too. This person will always be watching over the two of you.
Oh.
Take that!
Selena, yes, I think you're right. And we promise to live life to the fullest. For Selena's sake, too. Right, Soren? That's right. Well, we'd better be on our way. Yes, my love. Oh.
Oh, the old threshold carry, huh? Way to show off.
We'll be seeing you. Goodbye for now.
I'll be looking forward to that wedding.
Hold on tight, Ellen. You better believe I will. I'm never letting you go. Oh. Rocket Man! Something, something.
There they go.
You're not thinking of going to that wedding by yourself, are you, boss? You're taking us too, right? Oh boy, I bet there's gonna be all kinds of fancy food there.
Athena, when did you get here?
Just now. I would have been here to cheer you all guys on earlier, but Tracy never gave me a chance to slip away.
You're gonna be in even bigger trouble with her later. Speaking of the wedding, maybe I should ask them to invite Edgeworth.
Mr. Edgeworth? Really? But he thought Ellen was guilty all the way to the end.
That may be true, but...
Don't even bother. His claim is dead on arrival. Victory is within your grasp, prosecutor.
Quiet, witness. I have no interest in victory. All I care about is the truth. One that we can only arrive at through further deliberation.
We just did that.
If he hadn't stood up for us when he did, the trial probably would have ended there.
You mean Mr. Edgeworth gave us that chance?
Maybe. Though knowing him, I doubt he'd ever tell, even if I asked.
Well, if that's how you feel about it, Nick, then why not try to get him invited?
Hey, Maya.
No. Hey, Maya. Have you ever tried to catch the bouquet? What? No. I never have either. Fighting over a bouquet that's been tossed by the bride. Talk about a fierce competition. I'm totally stoked. I'm not sure it's really supposed to be all that competitive.
You've never been to a wedding, have you?
I'm a pretty good jumper, so I think I've got a good chance.
She's definitely missing the point of the whole thing. And Larry, how did you manage to stay so quiet for so long?
Shut up! Wishing the lady you fell in love with every happiness is what a real man does.
I'm pretty sure that relationship was over before it even began, Larry.
Darn it all! If only I was 10 years younger, things would have gone differently. Hands of time, why won't you turn back for me?
Aw.
September 30th, 9:20 a.m. Sprocket Park, mooring dock. Bench is still smashed.
Today is Ellen and Soren's third wedding ceremony and reception. I heard the bride and groom insisted it be on Flying Chapel again. In the end, they were nice enough to invite me and Maya. And Athena kind of invited herself. They also invited Edgeworth, Emma, and even Larry. They say third time's the charm, right? I really do hope it's happily ever after for them this time around. Still, I get the feeling it's going to be one rowdy party.
Do we get to see it?
Ready when you are.
We're enemy.
Okay, here we go! Huh? Oh.
Hey! Look who's next! Huh?
Get back! Haven't you ever heard of ladies' response?
I'm truly blessed to have you.
Do the outro. And that was Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney The Sidekick Trilogy, featuring Trixie Wright, Athena Sykes, Simon Blackwell, Clavier Gavin, and Emma Skye, with special guest cameo by Apollo Justice. Yeah, I'm guessing the director felt that Phoenix's story was complete, so he didn't want to put him in a starring role, but the fandom didn't like Phoenix being a grizzled mentor, so
although took a back seat after the first game. So, I'm going to miss Phoenix, Maya, Pearls, Trixie, Edgeworth, and Emma. I'm a little sad we didn't get a cameo from Gumshoe, though. Also, it would have been nice to have seen something of Mia, but I guess I can understand why they didn't go there. Anywho, next time we will be starting the Great Ace Attorney Chronicles, which I believe is another trilogy and a prequel of sorts. In the meantime, up here's the playlist of my Persona 5 Royal playthrough, and down here is a video that YouTube recommends. Of course, a very special thank you to all of my supporters on YouTube and Patreon. Your support is very much appreciated. And as always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!